We're back with another video. So I know I look the same, beat down. It's the same day that in my previous video, that I had gone over to my parents' house to help my mom do some transplanting and dividing and planting of some hydrangeas. I got home and I went and picked up these 2 pots from Home Depot today, and I have been holding out on these Miss Molly butterfly bushes, and I really need to get them in a bigger pot. So I have decided not to put them in the ground because my other butterfly bushes have not done well in the ground, and the butterfly bushes needed a lot of drainage. And these are some just like quart size pots. So I am going to put this in these 2 pots, 1 in each pot, and we're going to see how they do in the pots rather than in the ground. So again, this is the Miss Molly Buddleia. I have 2 of them. This one looks a little bit better than that one, but they both don't look well at all. But I'm going to put them in here, get them into some more soil, get some Biotone fertilizer on so that we can start developing a strong root system, and hopefully next year they will come back strong and grow. Let me show you the pots that I got. These are some terracotta clay pots, and I know you guys don't don't beat me down. I know these are some really big pots for such a small plant, but I don't want to have to keep repotting this plant, you know, digging it out and putting it in another pot. And I plan on keeping it where I put it now for the next couple of years. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in these big pots. I know it would look silly with such a small plant in a big pot, but hopefully next year it will grow really big, because the Buddleias, the butterfly bushes, grow pretty fast. And Miss Molly is one of the ones that gets pretty big. It's like a medium size. It'll get to like 3 to 5 feet tall and wide. So I'll go ahead and get these 2 potted up, and then that's gonna be it for today's video. I've done a lot this morning. It's been all day. I'm tired, but when I got home, I said, well, let me go ahead and do this while I'm already out here and dirty. So we're gonna start off with, what I did was, since this is such a big pot, I put in the drainage hole, there's a big like 1.5 inch drainage hole in the bottom of each one of these pots. I'm going to show you. I don't know if you can see the drainage hole. There it is. So what I'm going to do, so that the soil doesn't come through, I'm going to put these little round little screen. I bought them off of Amazon, and I'll link it below. It was like a package of maybe 50 of these. I'm not sure exactly how many. You'll see it in the link. But they have these little round, and because this hole is pretty big, usually I can just put 1 over the hole in the bottom of a pot. But since the hole is so big, I'm going to take 2, and I'm just kind of double them up like this and put it in the bottom of the pot. And I'll show you what I just did. I don't know if you can really see that, but did that. And then just to take up some of the room in the bottom of this pot, I always save my bottles, my plastic bottles, and like water gallon jugs and things like that, or like juice containers. I keep them, I rinse them out, and sometimes, depending on what it is. Now, if it's going to be a pot that I'm going to, like the pot on my front porch where my boxwoods, I didn't put anything at the bottom of those. It's just like completely full of soil. The 2 pots on either side of my gate right here where I have the hostas, I didn't put anything in the bottom of, did I? I may have put some in the bottom of those, since it's such a deep pot and they're only hostas. But for this, I'm going to go ahead and put 3 of these in the bottom of each one of this, and I'll show you how it looks. just did that. Put 3 in there. And then we're gonna top it off with soil. And then once I put the soil in, it'll just have a little room underneath the bottles for the water to just kind of flow and flow out. So these are the 2 Miss Molly Buddleia butterfly bushes that I planted up. I'm going to water them in, and then I'm going to move them out to the flower bed where they're going to be set up. Apologize about the lighting. The sun is shining really bright, and I have one there. I'm watering my dapple willow shrubs right now because they are not in the ground yet. I want to keep them looking nice, and they like a lot of water. So I'm going to water all 4 of them really deeply, and then we're going to head in for the day. So again, I want to thank you guys for coming along while I pot up my Miss Molly Buddleias. We're going to see how them being in pots outside is any different from being in my ground. I'm thinking that it'll probably do much better, but just simply because of the drainage. So I will have to watch, since I have them in such big pots. You know, when you plant something in a pot that's too big, that has a lot of soil around it, you have to worry about the soil staying too wet because it's a lot of it. But I don't think I'm gonna have that problem because I put the bottles, the plastic bottles underneath, which will give it a lot of drainage. And then those 2 pots are in like full all day sun, so which is what Buddleia is like. So I'm hoping that they do well. I will keep a close eye out on them. But with that, I want to thank you guys for coming along with me today on my second video. And whether it is morning, afternoon, or evening when you're watching this, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming along, and until next video, see you guys. Bye bye.